They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, back to Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Now for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be returned from deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. This defense for the Pats, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to... And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Patriots have it. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Paris Campbell, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Hurts to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now Jones. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Manning. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Troy Anderson.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Hurts flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Harris running straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out.
And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. But 1st down, Hurts.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And this is caught by Watkins. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. A try here for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And some space here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia. Throwing is Hurts. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Up the middle they go with Sanders.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The kick by Elliott is good. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Manning. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Harris Campbell, 63 yards. And the Patriots are pouring it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Like 15.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded just inside the 20. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw fighting Thornton over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Paris Campbell, 49 yards. And the Patriots just continue to roll. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Paris Campbell, 27 yards. And the Patriots get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Burns fumbles it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. Flush to his right. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Only needing 2 yards on second down. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, 27 yards. And the Patriots take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton, 91 yards. And the Pats add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Another run here with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
A great return there of 22 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for New England, 54 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off?
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Back to throw here. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Finding Harris over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Another run with Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And is this